So yeah, this is my first ever YouTube video. I'm so glad I could do this. Yeah. Alright guys, how you guys doing today? My name is Ramon. This is my first ever YouTube channel, first ever YouTube video where I'm personable like this. If you guys are ever curious as to whether or not I have had another YouTube video before, just look up Angry Black Kid at McDonald's. That is my first ever YouTube video with my best friend at the time. Middle school, we went to a McDonald's, and I was just being a bad kid, man. My first ever YouTube channel will be this though. First ever, place where I'm gonna build a forum of just not only curiosity, but hopefully, just multicultural, a multi-platform stage where people can just have kind of like a podcast of sorts on a Christian, a Christian mannerism, where not only are we expected to have some form of decorum, but personable attributes. Of course, this is my first ever video, so it's not going to be a voiceover. I want everybody to be able to see me and be able to understand that this is something that I really want, and I want to get to know each and every person that takes the time to watch this video, all the videos to come, and that there will be more, promptly, afterwards. Just to let you guys get to know me as a person, my name is Ramon. Of course, I probably already said that. From California. I'm from the desert, actually. I got 5 great attributes about myself, right? So first and foremost, above everything else in this world, I'm a Christian, right? That's that's number one right here. This is above everything else. This is the key point of who I am as a person. I'm a Christian. And then number 2, I write poetry, right? This is first and foremost. Second and foremost. Second and foremost, I write poetry. Third, I'm a Christian. Now this is of course, the core attribute, you know what I mean? Fourth, I'm a Christian. Fifth, I'm a Christian. So yeah, all these, 5 attributes to describe who I am as a person. I'm just a Christian who writes poetry, and at the end of the day, I like to look at every little thing with an analytical take. And now that I'm a Christian, I like to look at everything from a Christian perspective. And so my goal with this channel is to be able to have each and every person that watches this to be able to look at the world, because the 1 Peter 5:8, for your adversary the devil walks around like a roaring lion to seek whom he may devour. So we have to have an analytical mind to be sober and vigilant, right? Amongst the world, so that we know how to not necessarily let ourselves be led astray, but just how to yes, that, but also how to be aware of our surroundings. And so because of that, it's very important that we have a mind to be able to look around at what's going on. What's going on with this, what's going on with that. Some of my other hobbies, of course, besides being a Christian, which is a lifestyle and a relationship, and just being a poet, which is another lifestyle and relationship with myself, is that I like podcasts. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and as you watch this YouTube channel, you'll find out that this is actually a podcast formatted channel. It has some talk show attributes, where today you see me and I'm right here. I'm in your face. I'm in your face, and you realize, man, this guy's crazy. But now you really see that, you really see my personality through seeing me, and you really get this personable character, which is me, introducing myself to you, so that in the coming to later videos, you're able to watch them in a manner that will allow you to be fully indulged with who I am. And through emails and stuff like that with various people, I'll be able to figure out who are my listeners, what do you guys like, what should I be talking about with you guys. I'm gonna talk about what I want regardless, because that's just me as a person. But how do I, put out some stuff that you guys want too? So, you know what I mean? And I like to run a lot. I like running. Running is like one of my favorite things. I like I'm I'm over there at Usain Bolt. You know what I mean? From the valley over there, and you know what I mean? I'm not lying. No, I'm joking around. But I do love to run. I do. I like to learn a lot. I read anything. They say if you want to hide something from somebody, put it in a book. So I won't tell you guys a lot of key concepts when it comes to certain things. What I'll do is I'll refer you guys to a book. Sometimes I will tell you guys about certain concepts, but sometimes I will tell you guys about certain books that you guys should be reading, because with some of course this is a straying away from if I'm ever talking about stuff it's just outside of the scriptures and stuff like that. I'm just like, hey man, this and that. I feel like sometimes it's kind of discouraging towards the people who researched it, who took the time to look for these things, and then there's just this one person that knows it, and they're just telling everybody else it, and then they're just over here now not even having to research stuff, not even have to look it in for themselves. They're just listening to this one guy speak, and instead of just having the desires to search into stuff the same way everybody else did to learn it. And so I might have a video about like Hebrew Israelites and why they're wrong, right? And I'll say that they're wrong because of this and that and that, and then I'll refer to you and I say one key attribute of them I like, and I understand comes from this one book. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's not gonna be a complete like Hebrew Israelites 101 with Ramon. It's gonna be Hebrew Israelites and why they're wrong, and then here's some like fact checkers that you guys can do on yourselves, and you guys can have the pleasure of studying with. So yeah, that's it pretty much. With that, some future endeavors to talk about will be politics, music, pop culture, and Christian doctrine. Of course, I mentioned Hebrew Israelites because there's such a big take in the African American community right now in terms of spirituality. And for those of us who are in the spiritual life, we can notice that. Another thing that's taken over is Yoruba culture. I'm an African American. If you can't tell, I'm an African American. So I will talk about a lot of things in the African American society, but don't think that I don't have an eye that is very intersectional, where I'm able to look at various other things. So I will be talking about Christian doctrine. I will be talking about the African American lifestyle from a Christian take. I will be talking about a lot of stuff from a Christian take. Am I going to be always professional all the time? No, I'm not going to always be professional all the time. Actually, this isn't even professional right now. Look at what I'm wearing. Yeah. So this isn't. I'm very personable. I'm a very lax and laid back person, and this is what this is designed to be. I enjoy really just talking to people, and everyone here that has the time to watch this. I just want you to know I thank you. Right, I appreciate you for watching this, my first ever YouTube video, and just being able to be here, be in the moment with me, and being excited for some of the stuff that come. Of course, I've already said, politics, music, history at some points. History may become some topics, to talk about. Pop culture, of course, is always going to be, Drake, this is a little bit, a couple years back, but, Hotline Blingin', and, just Christian doctrine. Those are always going to be, topics of discussion. But anything but Christian doctrine is going to be, a little bit, maybe a little bit less sometimes, maybe a little bit, more sometimes. But if it's more, or if even if we're talking about something that's outside of scripture or just doctrine, we're always going to take a biblical lens when looking at it. And I appreciate you guys, right? And I thank you guys for listening to my first video.